Hey guys, Robert back with another episode, and this week I rappelled down a building. Sunday was the Boys and Girls Club of Washington County's Over the Edge event, where it gave people the opportunity to, if they raised $1,000 in a fundraiser, had the opportunity to rappel down the Alexander House, 11 stories in downtown Hagerstown. I just so happened to be a volunteer that day. I also went to go down. We're going to check out exactly what went down. The first thing our participants did was enter the staging area to get their helmets, their harnesses, their descender, and their backup, and get kind of a pre-flight checklist, so to speak. All right, so this is us taking those final steps, that final ladder before we reach the top of the roof. The views up here were amazing, amazing. This was actually my second time to the roof. We were up there earlier that morning to do the training, and I must admit, when you first step out on the roof, it is a little nerve-wracking because there's no gate or any kind of barrier. But look at that view. Such a beautiful view of Hagerstown and the surrounding areas. It was amazing to be up there.
Okay, so volunteers going over this side. Excellent. That way you're out of my way. Cool. So my name's Robert.
Look at that view. Let me tell you, if you don't think Hagerstown is pretty, I challenge you to get a different perspective.
There are 3 Robs. Don't go too far. Yeah, I got you, man. Safety number 1, right?
So after getting up on the roof, the participants had a training session on a kind of smaller ladder so that they could kind of sit down in the harness and feel what that's going to feel like. After that, they stepped right on onto the ledge, backwards, got strapped into their descender and their backup harness, and then stepped on the ledge. And the first thing they have to do is walk to the edge of the ledge and put their heels off. Now that was pretty scary. I'm a little bit afraid of heights, not terrified, but that was very, very scary to do that, to put your feet over the ledge and kind of lean back off the ledge. This is one of our first, actually this was the first person to rappel down, and he didn't seem scared at all. But check that out from the top there, looking down on the square. People were waving to us. Amazing, amazing views. So not only did they raise a bunch of money for Boys and Girls Club of Washington County, which is awesome, but one of the coolest parts about this whole thing for me was watching people conquer their fears. That was amazing. And right there is Kristen, a friend of mine who I just met. We just kind of started getting to know each other, and actually we went and had coffee earlier that week, and she told me a story about how she is so very much afraid of heights. So that probably was one of the coolest things for me, was watching people conquer their fears. believe this person's name was Chrissy. I can't remember, but she was so appreciative of us motivating her and telling her, good job, and you can do this, and you got this. She would yell up as she was rappelling down, thank you, you guys are awesome. It was a really cool experience. So I didn't get her starting out, but Kristen, if you're watching, I gotta say how proud I am of you. So amazing. Again, she told me on Monday how terrified she was of heights, and that was just high rock, which is pretty high, but you're sitting on a pretty big rock, whereas this, you're rappelling off the side of the building. So she was very much scared, and she even told herself a few times as she was up on that ledge, I can't do this, or I'm not gonna do this. And I gotta commend her and give her props and clap my hands for her. She did it, she did it, she did it. And that's really what was special about this event for me, to see people kind of face their fears and just do it anyways, and to see people motivate and encourage people to go ahead and do it. You already made it this far, keep going. That was the really, really cool thing, because it just goes to show with support and encouragement and acceptance that people are capable of doing way more than they think they can. And Kristen did just that. She was really scared, but she made it. And everybody went down, which was also really, really cool. There was no one who did not go down. Everyone who came up to the roof rappelled down the wall, whether it took them 5 minutes or 5 seconds, they still got down. They looked fear in the face and they got down. Check out this view. This is when I was down on the ground in the belay, handling the ropes and getting people unhooked. For some reason, this looks scarier to me when you're on the ground looking up. All in all, super fun day. Got to meet a lot of new people, got to support and encourage a bunch of people, which was really cool. Boys and Girls Club raised a lot of money to continue that program and give the kids a great program to help them develop into great adults. So that's really special. So thank you to the Boys and Girls Club, thank you to the City of Hagerstown, to all the volunteers, everyone involved, the Over the Edge company, thank you to the participants, everybody did a great job with this event. It was super successful, and I can't wait till next year to do it again. So I hope next year there'll be even more participants. So when it comes around next year, be on the lookout, because I will be coming to you, seeing if you will rappel down the wall, because it is super fun. Thanks once again for tuning in. Keep on watching. I super appreciate it. Got lots of fun things coming up. It is coming into spring and summer. I'm super excited because it means more business, it means more activities, and more community involvement, which is super special for me. So thanks for tuning in. I will see you next week. Be sure to check out the newsletter. If you don't get the newsletter, shoot me an email. I'll add you to it. Make sure to subscribe as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.